All right, so let's do a NHL news of the day kind of deal here. Starting off with the Maple Leafs of Toronto. They have traded 23-year-old center Dakota Johnson, cool hockey name, by the way, to the St. Louis Blues for future considerations. Maybe that'll turn into a seventh rounder or something. I don't know. Now, Dakota Johnson's a left shooting centerman. Excuse me, what's happening? My voice is cracking. He's 6 foot, about 200 pounds. He's been playing the last 4 years in the Big Ten, and the last 2 years especially, his numbers have really been declining. In 32 games last season, he had 9 goals and 22 points, and was a +4 with 67 penalty minutes. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Next up, the Dallas Stars are trying to trade Julius Honka. Remember him? Yeah. Right shooting, right shot, right defenseman. Now, he was a 14th overall draft pick in 2014. He's a real mobile blue liner with offensive instincts. But it seems like he's fallen out of favor of sorts with the Stars. Now, in 87 career NHL games, a 23-year-old has yet really to make his mark. He just has 13 points. He was scratched for the final 35 games of the season and didn't play at all in the playoffs. He'd have to pass through waivers in order to get him through to the minors, which is why they're trying to trade him. He's an RFA, by the way, with no arbitration rights. And but he has been productive in the AHL. He's had 108 points in 201 career games with the Texas Stars. So yeah, we'll see what kind of reclamation project he might be with some team. He's 5'11". He's from Finland. He's 180 pounds. Yeah, and that's about it. I've told you everything else. In his last season with Dallas, he had 29 games. He had 4 assists and 4 points and was a -2. Moving on. The Columbus Blue Jackets. Here's more Leaf news. Apparently have been speaking or have spoken to Marner's agent. Ferris is his last name. I can't think of his first name at the moment. About an offer sheet. And yeah, so that's just not going to happen. I mean, the Columbus Blue Jackets have in cap space right now, if I can find it, have just over $15.7 million. So they do have some room. But they do have they have a couple of RFAs. Well, the big one, of course, being on defense, the left shot defenseman Zach Werenski at age 21, and they also have in the forwards they have an RFA with arbitration rights, Lucas Sedlak at 26 years old. So I mean, he won't be a big deal. But then, what about next year? Next year they do have Pierre-Luc Dubois, who's going to be an RFA. That's going to be a big one, as well as Josh Anderson, who has arbitration rights next season as well. That's important because if they're going to send, they're basically going to have to pay, if they're going to send an offer sheet, it's going to have to be at least $10.6 million, which means they'd have to forego four count first-round draft picks to Toronto. So to be able to do that, and give away the draft picks, and then have these guys, Werenski to sign this year, and then those two, guys next year. That'd be a little bit dicey. I mean, I suppose like any team, they can, move players in and out. But in any case, Marner has said he wants to stay with Toronto. I mean, this is only really in the news because Marner's agent he's just a drama queen, really. That's all there is to it. He speaks through mostly one insider in particular through TSN, who likes to spread fear throughout the Leafs nation when it comes to offer sheets and Mitch Marner leaving and so on and so forth. I got a feeling the longer this goes on throughout the summer, the more leverage the actual Maple Leafs will have. And with any luck, for the Leafs' sake, they'll be able to sign him for just under 10 million. We'll see how that works out. Moving on, the Philadelphia Flyers have signed center Scott Laughton to a 2-year, $2.3 million AAV. Now this one was a bit curious because I want to say he was third line center last season, but this season he's going to be bumped down definitively as a fourth line center. Now he does carry the second most from the forward group, the second most time on the penalty kill, so he is important in that aspect. If it wasn't for that, I'd say it feels like that's a little expensive to be paying a fourth line player. Now, last season, by the way, he's a 6'1", 190-pound, 25-year-old left shot center, and last season he had was it a career high 12 goals and 32 points and was a minus 11. That plus minus took a bit of a hit because of his penalty killing, but not bad numbers. And I was looking at this, and I was thinking about Connor Brown. Now, Connor Brown, formerly of the Toronto Maple Leafs, now the Ottawa Senators, is not a center, but did take faceoffs from time to time. He's a winger and was making $2.1 million for one more season. But he's got a lot more potential. He's right around the same age as well. Connor Brown's going to be playing second line winger, maybe even first line, depending on the team, and it being Ottawa, anything's possible. But he's got the potential to score easily 20 goals. He's done it already in his rookie season. Laughton's not. I mean, his average ice time is last season was just over 14, just under 15 minutes actually, which is a lot. But again, it sounds like third line center kind of minutes. His career average is 12-15, which was brought up by last season. So you're talking more of a guy who plays more between 10 and 12 minutes a game. And you see that time coming down even more. So, I mean, I'm nitpicking here, but $2.3 million for fourth line center. If it wasn't for him being on the penalty kill so much, we'll see what happens to that. It's only 2 years. It's not a big deal. But, Philly, they have just over $12.6 million in cap space left, and they still got two big guys, two players they got to sign. One on forward, of course, being winger Travis Konecny, who's 22 years old, and of course the bigger one, left shot defenseman Ivan Provorov, who's also 22, who's RFA. That's going to be a little expensive, yeah. So we'll see. Every little penny counts, and we'll get more into that probably with Philly in a second here. Next up, the Carolina Hurricanes have signed Ryan Dzingel to a 2-year deal. I'm not going to get too much into this. I did a video earlier today. I'll put up a link to it towards the end of this video, and you can check it out. I go through a bunch of details, so on and so forth. Good deal. Good deal for the team. Really good deal for the team. Now we have back to Philly. More news there. President Paul Holmgren has stepped down, and he's now going to become a senior advisor. And Chuck Fletcher, I almost said Cliff Fletcher again, his father. Chuck Fletcher is now not only the GM, but he's the president. Philly fans, talk to me. I would love to hear what you think about this move. Now, Paul Holmgren has been with the organization for 40 years. He's been a player. He's been an assistant coach. He's been a coach. He's been the general manager. He's done everything. He's mopped the floors. He's done everything there. And I'm glad he's staying on. I'm sure Philly fans are too. But giving Chuck Fletcher the presidency as well, I mean, I was nervous for the Flyers when they made him the GM. Knowing the kind of moves he made in Minnesota before that, spinning that club's wheels round and round, giving out, the kind of contracts he did and the trades. And I don't know. Are you nervous, Flyer fans? Let me know in the comments section down below, because I feel a little nervous about that decision. And last up here, Buffalo Sabres have signed a depth forward, Johan Larsson, to a 1-year, $1.55 million deal. He is... What are his stats here? Now, he's 5'11", 202 pounds, from Sweden, and he's age 26. And last season, he had... in 73 games, he had 6 goals and 14 points and was a -8. There you have it. That's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'm going to be moving soon, and so things might get a little crazy here. I'll try and do as many videos as I can, but I will see you soon.